I don't know about you, but I feel like personal branding was supposed to solve the multi-niche problem where I have many, many different projects and passions. And because personal branding, it says like you are the niche, so you can do many things, right? I still feel scattered. So when people ask me like, so what do you do? Or what are you doing? I don't know. I'm like, I feel like the answer is as scattered as the content that I'm creating. So I felt like something was missing, like a framework, because it sounds like a nice idea, but then I go to do it and it just kind of falls apart. So I have these 4 questions that I came up with that gave me a ton of clarity. So I hope that they can help you at least a little bit. Don't take anything I'm saying as gospel. This is very personal. And if you can get one small thing that I say that gets you 1% closer to, having your clarity, awesome. Or maybe the whole thing works for you. But okay, so 4 questions. Number 1 is, what lifestyle are you sharing? Number 2 is, what mood are you creating for people? Number 3 is, how are you packaging your lifestyle and mood? And then number 4 is, who is attracted to this lifestyle and mood? So let's break it down. So the first question is, what lifestyle are you sharing? I talked about this in my last video, which I'll link somewhere as long as I remember. And I started shifting focus away from what is my personal brand, who am I, to what is my lifestyle. It was like a mindset shift that really gave me a ton of clarity about being multi-passionate, especially because a lifestyle is naturally multi-passionate and multi-layered, right? Like it's a collection of everything: personality, values, beliefs, yeah, all that stuff, but also your habits and your hobbies, your projects, your experiences, all the randomness is your lifestyle. And I think the point for personal branding is to share that. It's just when I hear personal branding, I don't hear the personal and I hear the branding, and it just feels too formal. So I'm sharing a lifestyle. So when you're looking for brand clarity, try asking yourself, what lifestyle are you sharing? Okay, and then the second question is, what mood are you creating for people? So your lifestyle content is naturally going to be creating a certain feeling for people, and that is the mood. And that's the goal for like any marketing and content and all that stuff. Like a good story evokes a feeling. So your lifestyle has a mood. So just think about like, what is the mood that you want to, or the feeling that you want to elicit in people, right? Is it like adventurous, or is it romantic? Is it professional and polished? For me, my personal brand channel, it's one of them is like adventurous and like a sort of like lo-fi, unpolished aesthetic, right? So no matter what I'm doing, whether it's travel blogging or making music or making art, they're kind of grounded in this theme of adventurous. And it's like a through line, and it makes everything feel cohesive and grounded. So my lifestyle is many things, but it's grounded in this collection of recurring moods. And that's what resonates with people, I hope. And then the third question is, how are you packaging this? So this is the content basically. And the biggest thing I want to like talk about is there's this tendency or trap, at least I fell into it, where I think, especially as like an artist or creator, when you're making content, there's this, it feels like you become an educator. I don't know, like you just naturally teach about your process and techniques. But I would take a beat and be like, is that really the audience you want to attract? Because say you're an artist and you start teaching about sketching to like techniques, that's awesome. Like there's nothing wrong with education, but like just think about like the type of people that are watching that. Because if you're an artist that's trying to, set against your goals, like if you're trying to sell your own art, you want to attract collectors and fans, not necessarily other artists who want to get better so they can sell their own art. Because maybe some of them will be interested in buying your work, but I think you'll have more success if you attract a smaller focused group versus a larger general group of artists learning to get better at art. So I would be careful about not turning into an education channel because you feel like that's the only process. And this goes back to the beauty of a lifestyle brand. When you're just sharing your lifestyle, you don't necessarily have to be an educator. You're just kind of inspiring and entertaining people with a mood and a way of being, a way of life. You are an ambassador for a particular way of life. And that clarified so much for me, because it didn't matter what vehicle I was sharing content in or packaging it in, whether it was like a singing video or a travel blog. It was the lifestyle, and that's attracting the fans into my orbit. And that brings us to number 4. Who is attracted to your lifestyle and mood? You know, like, think about your ideal audience. Who is going to be drawn to all of this jazz, the mood and the content, or the mood and the lifestyle that you're sharing through content? That's your ideal audience avatar. And it really helps to just keep that in mind, because I know, like, for me, I had this tendency to just skip over this part. I'm like, yeah, I know, like, audience, whatever. But when you think about whenever I'm creating a piece of content, I think, like, okay, my ideal audience is not necessarily other artists, which, even though I welcome that, but I don't want to, like, focus on that. I want actual fans. So I create content and package myself in a way that attracts that audience, if that makes sense. So think about what type of people are most likely, or who you want to be in your orbit, right? And that will help clarify what you should talk about and how you should package it. So those are the 4 questions that have brought me a ton of multi-passionate brand clarity. Let me know in the comments if this is helpful, or if you have any other, like, extra ideas, because I'm always looking to expand. And if you're into, like, the multi-passionate clarity branding creator space, subscribe and like the channel if you want more of these videos and see my face talking. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.